rocking with DJ Dirty Dre FunkStyle, and I'm about to do my sit down with my main man, 58 South.
Hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is another sit down with 58 South. Today I got a personal partner of mine. He does some of everything. The man DJs. He's a father. First, I should have said that part first. He's a father and a husband first. Then he DJs. He has his own cooking business. Straight from the 305. He now resides in the Greensboro area. Everybody say what's going on to Mr. DJ FunkStyle Dre. What's happening, partner?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on your podcast, brother. First off, I want to say I'm proud of you. You came a long way, brother.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you, man. Keep doing what you do.
Thank you. I'm proud of y'all. See, you got your Miami Heat apparel on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got to have it every day. You know, I'll be walking out here and people be like, "We got the funny look, this, that, whatever." Oh, yeah, you ain't no Heat fan or nothing. Nah, brother. Hey, since back in the days, I can tell you the first starting lineup in '06. Haslem. Hey, Wade. Shaq. Peyton. Gary Payton. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I tell you, Walker, but that's here no there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to do it no more,
Nah, I can vouch for that though.
Yeah.
All I ever seen the man wear is University of Miami stuff, Dolphins stuff.
You already know.
And Miami Heat.
About the U, baby.
Yeah, Miami Heat. If he was a Duke fan, he'd had nothing but Duke on. He one of them people. He really he true to his. So just a little bit about you, man. What part of Miami you grew up in?
I grew up in North Miami Beach, which a lot of people, which you all already know is Dade County is Miami. I know I met a lot of people here. They usually just say, "Oh, I ask them where they from, Miami." They just say Dade County. I never heard of that. I just need to know exactly like you said. I'm originally from North Miami Beach, and my grandfather and all, I always used to be in Opelika and stuff like that, Carol City. But excuse me, yeah, Carol City, not Liberty City. But that's basically where I grew up, and I left. Well, that's your question. So
No, keep you good.
yeah,
Man.
well, I left my late teens, and I moved to East Carolina. The reason why a lot of people always ask me why did I leave Miami? How you go here? This and that. Well, and I'm proud to say, and God rest my family's soul now. My mother, she was an addict real bad back then, and my father, he's originally from East Carolina, over there, Greenville. Well, people don't know it's a small town, but it's right by Greenville, North Carolina. It's about 30 minutes from Greenville, North Carolina. Make a long story short, he wanted to get us away from that, to take us from that area. And once we moved, he retired at that time, so we came up here. And I honestly, I know now, and I sit back in my mind, I think I'm glad that he did do that. But a lot of times I sit back like, why when I was younger? But now I know. But after all that came about, then he passed, and I met my wife. And when I met my wife, I moved here to Greensboro. So I was in East Carolina a couple years. I met my wife, and then I moved here. I resigned here for about 18 years now. Was about the same amount of time I've been with my wife. Been married 7 years now. And I could say life is not the best, but it's great. I mean, she saved me from a lot, because my mind was totally different mindset from Miami to here. It's a whole lot faster there, and I was moving faster, but I just thank God for her, She changed my look about life, so on that.
When you say it was faster in Miami, without giving too much up, like what was it like growing up there?
Oh, man, every time, like I DJ, so I've been DJing since I was 11, 12. So every time you turn around, it's always a party or it's always something to do. Every time you turn around, so-and-so is having a party. Wednesday, Thursday night, oh, we going out to the Pac Jam. We going out. It's always something to do. So here is, when I say it's much slower, it's because it's nothing really here to do. You can go on a Tuesday night out there, and they got they wall set up. When I say wall set up, I mean the speakers, the DJing and stuff. They just out there vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally different, Like, you can go to, y'all close early here. Like, look, and a good example, a liquor store, for instance. You have ABC store here. They independent there. They got 24-hour liquor stores. They got stores and it's always a liquor store open on a Sunday, you know? So it's like, just give me a good example. So it's like a whole lot faster, you know? It's kind of, to me, in a way, like the city almost, but to me it's better because I got best of both worlds because my mother was from the city. You know what I'm saying? And my pops, even though it was from East Carolina in the middle, but I was raised down south, so I got all of it, the experience. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. So you moved up here to the eastern part of North Carolina. Sound like 252 area.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Met your wife. What stopped y'all from moving back to Miami?
You know, that's a good question. A few years ago, I was going to move back before I bought my house. I seen that a few of my friends moved on. They passed away. Family members died. Grandfather, you know, everybody's passed. I still have brothers down there in Miami now that I still go back home regularly to see. But to answer your real question is because of the cost of living. It's so much more. So, for instance, my house is valued. My house. If I bought my house here for $130-some thousand, brand new from the ground up. I got 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Right. If I go down there and even try to get a house for $130-some thousand, man, I'm gonna be living in the gutter. I'm gonna be living overtime. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be living like I'm living now. So that's basically why, because I had to sit back and think about what I wanted to do and how I wanted to raise my kids. But honestly, I really wish that my kids was raised more down there because, as I said, it's always stuff to do. Here is nothing to do. They're in the country. They're here. You can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So down there, you can walk here, walk there. Everything is where you want it, you know? So that's the only thing, because if you definitely know if you don't give a kid something to do, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to do something else. They're going to find something else, you know? A lot of people don't understand that. You know, I've learned that by having kids early. I have 6 kids. I had my first at 16, 17 years old, so I've been taking care of kids my whole life. My baby has just turned 14. So I know the outs and the ends from everything, you know, as far as the kids, you know what I'm saying? But that's here nor there, you know.
Great segue into giving kids something to do, man. Explain to the people about your event that you do annually.
Okay, this is something that's dear to me. Back to, again, like saying from down south. So at first, I never usually get a chance to go down south as much with the family because it was so much money. My white family's from here, so I told her one day, you know, well, some years back, I was like, you know, we start saving up money so we can go back home towards Memorial Day. We just had a family, we go back home, et cetera, vacation. So, you know, I don't know if you remember a few years ago, every time you turn on the TV, it was kids shooting in the schools, kid bringing a gun to school. I'm talking about like every other day you was hearing this on the news. So I'm like, man, this is crazy. And I got to thinking. So I went to work at Procter & Gamble. I was, you know, sitting there on the forklift. I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking like, damn, man, it's always something. So when I went to the house, I asked my wife, I said, how do you feel if the money that we save up, we push back out into the community, you know, for the kids and stuff like this? I said, I got a good idea of, you know, starting something that can be real big when I die and go on, which is called Books Up, Guns Down. And it's a very good message. She was like, yeah, that's one. My wife always support me in what I want to do. And, you know, I said, books up, guns down. And I said, you know, that's basically self-explanatory. You know, you telling the kids to pick the books up, put the guns down. She said, yeah. So when we did the first annual, we did, you know, out where I live at in the community out in that way. And you came, you DJ'd as always. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I ask you for the look out for me, you don't charge me, you don't do nothing. You always there. You did it the first time and the second time. I think the last time you had something going on, and which was bad because storming and stuff like that as well. But this year will be the 4th annual. And that's basically how I came about this year on May 28th. We always do it on Memorial Day, like I was telling you. The money that I usually save up, I push out. And I'm a very, I can't say I'm the best in the world, but I am very stubborn. So it's like, when people tell me they'll do something, I've been heartbroken my whole life, so I don't really believe too much what people say. You have to show me. So if the person showed me, then I know that they're for real. After that point. So when I was doing it the first time, I just pushed, like I said, all the money out myself, man. We had like 80 pounds of chicken, 80 pounds of fish, like 400 and some hot dogs, 400 some hamburger. I mean, all this came out the pocket of me. I'm not saying to be praised or nothing. It was just that I just had this on my heart, so the money came and I pushed out. So people was telling me, like, Dre, why don't you get, people to help? They'll donate, et cetera, et cetera. But like I said, I was stubborn. It was kind of hard to ask people because I don't like to ask people for nothing, And I just don't like to be heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? When I say heartbroken, because if I come ask you for something, and like I said, I don't never ask nobody for nothing. If I ask you and you say, yeah, and you don't do it, it's going to hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I hope I answered that to your best ability. I try.
Oh yeah, man. You don't feel like you gotta cut yourself off,
yeah,
man.
I don't know. I don't know because I might. Yeah. I know I'll talk here and there. My first time ever doing this, and like I said, I appreciate you putting me out there. You know what I'm saying, on this wonderful platform.
Yeah,
because this thing is doing real good.
That's what it's here for, man. That's exactly why.
But yeah, all in a nutshell, man. That's what it is, man. I try to and I have got backlash on it because I when I talk to a kid or I say this and that to them, they look at me crazy. Maybe they don't have a father figure or nobody to really be there. But at the end of the day, I don't care what nobody say. Long as God back me up and I can save one kid out of 1 million, I'm happy. That's all that mattered to me. I can't save everybody. But if that one kid get that message, that's all I want. As we saying way before the years and you turn on the TV, the kids, you turn on the TV right now, it's starting up again more. You hear kids shoot this and they was talking about Winston-Salem right there and shooting guns. They come out here shooting in the mall. Come on, y'all. Like that, it doesn't make sense, man. That's why I hate when I say us as people, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just really about color. I'm just saying, I can't say just like in us. Like, it's like we hate each other so bad for what? You know what I'm saying? When we could all come together and be the most dominant race. I mean, seriously, we can be the dominant, but I'm not saying we take over everything. We don't, we want to be as collective together. I'm not, saying, I'm just saying how things been going on over the years, since before my time, But you know what, though? I mean, even before my time, when all the stuff was going on, it was like we was dominant then. We was together. I always ask older folks, like, what happened? Like, how did we separate like we are now? Because if you turn on the history and you see it's like we was together. Like, what happened?
I think we stopped practicing group everything. We stopped practicing group economics. We stopped practicing group, for lack of a better term, raising the children. That whole takes a village to raise a child mentality kind of went by the wayside when people start feeling a certain way if a certain person would talk to their kids like their kids was an angel when their kids was the demons running around here. You can't say nothing.
Exactly.
Don't say nothing to my boy. I punish my baby, this, that, and the third. Instead of saying thank you to that other parent who could have not said nothing and just watched their kid crash out. They stopped him, but you got a problem with that because for whatever reason. But yeah, man, the same thing you saying. I've been wondering about that a long time, man. Like, 'cause I keep seeing the Amigos and stuff like that. They're doing.
Yeah, they're starting to come. That's what I'm saying. Like and see now, and just smile and laugh on it. Back in the day, back a little while back, Amigo come out, hey, I do this and that for $1. Now they charging you $10. You feel what I'm saying? So they got the hint. They know what's up. So I'm just giving an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what's up. 'Cause before you can get over on them. I'm just saying, as far as not get over on them saying we're gonna take it. It's just
I don't even think we was getting over. I think they was playing the long game. Like, we'll undercut them now, but it'll come back
that's what I mean. I don't mean like
getting
over. I'm saying like, well, it is kind of get over because you're giving. If I give you $1, and I'm not saying like no little, I'm just saying $1 in the perspective, right? If I give you $1, and really this job took $5 to do, but I'm giving you $1 to do. See, now they hip to the game now. So like they not, they just was coming over here. They was, getting whatever they can get. This now they done got educated Now they charging what everybody else is charging, basically.
Man, they came over here quietly doing their thing as a group. Then one by one.
I love it though.
Then one by one, everybody start building their own, and I'm like, I like that.
I like it. I love it though. It's good, man.
I got a lot of respect for it.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yeah. So when anybody, my thing is, like, if anybody comes around or they shoot you a price of DJing, cooking, or whatever, that's their price. You don't go and be like, oh, that's their price. Now this man, and I'm not gonna keep playing. I don't play the race card. When I say this man charges you this, but you don't say that when this man charges you that. You know, it's come on, y'all. I mean, we got to do better, man. If we, I just don't get. That's why I kind of, even though I try to put out with the kids and try to help this and that, I beat it myself a lot because I just don't like the backlash and stuff when you try to do right. Oh, he think he's better, this, that. Just because I'm speaking nice or I'm trying to help. That's it. I don't want nothing from it. Like when I do this community events and I don't look for nothing from it. I look for no, I told a lie. I do look for something from it. For the kids to see that smile and hopefully to change their mindset of how they doing, because most of this music in this industry right now, it is not talking about nothing but sex, violence, and killing. That's it. That's all. And I believe, you know, when I was coming up, I'll be 40 in October. When I was coming up, the music wasn't as that bad. You know, of course I had, like I said, I grew up in Miami, so we had Luke, Uncle Al, and all that. Yes, it was dancing and all that. It was sexual, whatever. But all the stuff really wasn't about killing and doing, you know, the drugs. It won't even like that much. Of course, you got it everywhere, but it wasn't like that, you know. Not today. Every time you turn on the radio, every single song is sexual, violence, drugs. If you find another song or a station besides, well, you know, 102, that's all they play. I'm just saying that's how they get their fan base, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's y'all, you know, but that's all they play. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Can't just put it on 102.
I'm just saying. I didn't mean. I said that wrong.
Every urban station anywhere. You know?
Yeah,
no, we ain't got to edit it. That'll be good. But every urban station everywhere plays.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just saying 102 because my kids listen.
Right.
I don't want them to really like put out. I mean, it's just the music that they put out is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So, for instance, I like 90.1. So I vibe to that. You know what I'm saying? They might play this and that, but they play like a more like, you know what I'm saying?
A variety of stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't just play the continuous same is what I'm saying.
Shout out to WNAA 90.1,
Exactly.
Radio, Dr.
Exactly.
Wellborn.
I don't have nothing against 102. Now, I'm just saying that just like 97.5, they do the same basically like 102 almost. You know what I'm saying?
97.
Yeah, it's in Raleigh. Yeah, it's just like the same thing. It's like urban. So, you know, that's the music that's today. That's how they make their money. So, well, some of their money. Mm-hmm. So I'm not knocking it. You get your thing. It's just that I don't like it as far as with the kids, because if this kid right now can sit here and recite every damn word to this damn song, but can't read a fucking book, it kills me. It kills me.
But
and excuse my language, but it kills me, dog.
Fine. But I got to attribute that to the household and not the radio station, though.
But once again, I'm talking about if the kid can do that, then they can do this, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then that falls back on the parent. That's a whole nother talking.
Yeah, that's who introduces the kid to the music is the parent.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah. So let's just say I did have kids, right? In some fantasy dream world, I had children. And I wanted to bring them to the Guns Down, Books Up event.
It's Books Up, Guns Down.
My fault. Books Up, Guns Down event. What would that entail? What would you tell a parent like, yo, your kid is going to be able to do this, that, and the third at this event. This is why you should come out. You're selling it to them right now. Why should they come out and have a good time?
I mean, to at least you come out, and that's a good question. You come out, you don't know what you have. Well, I don't know what you got going on in your life, the stress, everything, the environment, whatever's going on. But this right here is a stress-free environment. Laughter, play, bring everybody as collective together as a unit. One race, one sound. You understand what I mean? One race, one sound, meaning every race together, we all is one. You understand? And the main thing of it is, as we were just talking about the radio stuff, to basically pick that book up and put the gun down. You want your kid to be able to, when you die and go on, to be able to live in this society now without no problems. I tell my kids now, today, and I be on them so heavy about it, like, we're not going to be here forever. So you really need to, education is the key. That's the main thing, right? Education. You have to learn, you need to know how to read, because anybody can finagle you. So I don't know if I answered it how you want it. I mean, not how you want, but
so
to that point.
What are some of the, I guess, activities or things of that nature that they'll be doing out there?
Oh, okay. As far as the activities, let me bring it back to the previous years. The previous years, I used to do the basketball tournament for them. I used to give out the trophies and everything, the dance competition for the girls. I used to give out the trophies and all that. A lot of giveaways. I can say, man, over the past few years, I've really been getting, past couple of years, good donations from like Bumper Jumper, the Science Museum, especially Education Science Museum, the kids, I think it's the kids, the Science Museum, the Kids Museum, Chick-fil-A, Pizza Hut. I got a couple barbers that I got the free haircuts and stuff like that. But this year, since I'm doing it more into the city, which is going to be at Noco Park this year at 1010 Duke Street in Greensboro, they gave me, I'm not doing the basketball tournament this year or the dance competition. This year will be like kickball. I try to get the parents more involved. So, the kickball with the kids and stuff like that is a good event for us parents and the kids together. And also I will be doing, getting them to do face painting and stuff for the kids. I know kids love the face painting and stuff. And the city won't allow me to do the bounce house. That's another thing I used to do every year too, with the big bounce houses and everything. So it's like a hazard and stuff for so they won't let me do that over there. And what else this year? It's going to be, like I said, a lot of giveaways. I was trying to get Wet and Wild involved. They was telling me, a lot of the people saying now that the pandemic, I thought we was kind of breached past some point of it, because when we was in it a little bit, they was giving me so much more things as far as to give away. And now it's like they already reached their point or whatever. But I think that's basically it. But then this year is going to be plenty of food again, DJ, good music. Hopefully you can come out if you're there. And just as good laughter and fun, man. That's it. I mean, I think it's called Bonds and Novel, the bookstore. They used to give me a lot of books and stuff, voucher and stuff like that. So I used to get a whole bunch of children different books, and I used to give those out as well. And I'm surprised I didn't say that first, because that's the main message. Yeah, so that slipped my mind on that. And I'm just trying to talk fast, I guess. Like I said, I'm kind of nervous a little bit, but
You good, bro.
I don't know. But that's about basically. It's fun. I want you to be like home, like when you come and you see me, you'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good experience. Just come for fun, laughter, and hopefully win something. More than likely, you're going to leave with something.
Okay.
But
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So give them the date, time, and the place again.
May 28th, 2022, Noco Park. It's the address is 1010 Duke Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. And it will be from 12 to 6. 12 to 6. It'll be, we starting 12 to 6. Yeah, from 12 to 6, start at 12. We're going to be there earlier, but I'll say I'm trying to get people to getting to eating good and all that, so they can run that stuff off with this kickball or whatever we decide to do. So I'm going to tell you now, if you don't feel like burning no calories from kicking ball or just dancing, having a good time, you might want to stay home. So I'm just forewarning, you might want to stay home. And another thing, if you can, I would love to make sure that when you bring your kids, just don't send your kids up there, Bring your kids. Come out, man. Introduce yourself. You know, this, that. My name is Dre. I'm the founder of this, and I'm basically the owner. I was in the process of now trying to turn this into a nonprofit so I can do stuff throughout the year and to help maybe do scholarship for kids and stuff like that, you know, and hopefully, it's not no hopefully, I'm going to do it. So I speak stuff into existence now. I learned, if you ever seen this thing it's called The Secret. It's on Netflix. Make sure you watch it. I start to talk a little different now because I always used to doubt myself, say, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. No, I'm going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So check that out, you know.
Yeah.
But
tell me more about this cooking business that you got going on, man.
Okay, yeah. That's good. Something that I always watched my father doing growing up. It's called Dres Kitchen 305. I'm not good on the internet as much, but I'm trying to learn more now. It's called on Facebook. It's called Dres, Dres, and then, you know, space and then kitchens. I just opened up that page. You'll see a good amount of cooking stuff that I started doing live and stuff like that. Instagram. It's called Dres, Dres Kitchens 305. I don't know why Facebook won't let me put no numbers on there or whatever. It don't make sense, but you know, it won't let me do it. So I did that on there. And my main page that I usually have, because I DJ, as I told you, from 11 to 12, I've been DJing. It's called DJ Dre FunkStyle on Facebook. But as far as my cooking thing, I'm not just trying to put it on. I'm that dude, man. Like, I'm sorry. If you come to one of my cookouts or my events, you'll see. That's what I do, man. Like, another thing, man. I just did this ladies. I just did this women's empowerment move, right? It was wonderful, and it was my first one ever doing it. I will admit, it was my first one doing it. No, it was like 14 women, man, and it was wonderful. I cook hibachi on this. I did the hibachi thing. I come cater, cook it hot off like you go, and I cook to cater to us. It's not just and I don't cook with salt, you know. So it's not like when you go to the Benihana's or Arigato, whatever you go to here, whatever, and all you see is a man ding, 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 ding. He putting salt and pepper. That's the only salt that he put, the food seasoning he put on your food. So every time you hear it's a ding, 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 you know what I mean? I'm telling you, I'm told that if you go check it out, you'll see someone, like I said, I just opened them up, the Dres Kitchen stuff, putting it on there because people keep telling me I need to do that. I cater any event, far as even DJing. I can do any event. Venues. I know a lot of people be rapping and doing all. I could do big stuff. When I say big, go on my page, you'll see, because a lot of times since I've been living here, when I tell a person what I just said, and they be like, oh, okay. Then I be like, yo, hold on, look at this. They be like, oh, you doing it like that. So when you see it, you'll know that I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. You know.
So when it's all said and done, what's going to be the legacy of Dre?
That was one cooking brother, boy. I said it the words that I can say. Boy, hey. You can say what you want about that man, but that man right there can jam and he can cook. Like, that's what I want to be able to be. My name last spoke out here, man. When they speak, and he's a very outspoken man. Like, he's straight up, you know. If he tell you he gonna do something, he gonna do it. He ain't gonna sit there and lie, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to teach the youth today. Be a man of your word. Like my father told me, be a man of your word. That's not just the words that he said, but he said it like you only got two things in this world, your word and Yeah. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Don't break none of them. Straight up. And ever since then, I've been straight up, man. Like, it's a blessing, man. Like I said, coming here is a blessing. How you hit me up to be able to come out and do this is a blessing. I love what you're doing. Like I'm telling you, man, like I don't care what nobody say. And I'm not saying nobody said nothing. I'm just saying in general. That's just speaking. You doing your thing. Keep pushing, man. Pushing that YouTube. You be doing your thing, man. Keep that up, man. Don't care what nobody say, man. Because you always going to have the naysays, the a-says, and whatever. You know. But I think I might have answered with you a little bit more, you know.
Absolutely. All right, so dig this. Now, this video is going to be up for the entirety of the internet's existence, right? So what do you want your last words to be on this video? What message you want to send out? Remember, this is going to be stuck forever.
Yeah. Teach your kids right. Teach them right. Don't matter how you was raised or how everything going when you came up. Teach your kids right. At the end of the day, you know right from wrong. Teach your kids right. And once they leave and go on, they will make you proud. Because just wanting to be cool with your kids and hip with them just so they can like you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of parents are today, they want to be, because if they try to discipline them, they're going to feel like their kids hate them. You know? Don't, just do the right thing. That's my main thing. And at the end, like you said, that's one cooking brother right there, boy. Nah, honestly, all jokes to the side, teach your kids right, man. And that's my last words. Please teach your kids right. That's it. Let's make this world a better place, man. That's it, because we not, most of us today, because we want to be hip, we're not doing it. So.
Right on. Give the people your social media information, sir. How can they find you?
Oh, they can find me on Instagram at Dres Kitchen 305. Like I said, I just put that up, so it ain't too much on there. Dres Kitchen 305. That's DRE apostrophe S, then kitchen, space kitchen, then 305. On Facebook is Dres, is DRES, then the space, and then kitchen. You'll see, because I've noticed when I gave a few people and they putting the stuff up, it's different stuff coming up. You'll see my picture with like you were saying earlier in the show about the colors and all that, the Miami colors. You'll see that it's going to shoot out. It's going to be me standing and with my grill up and stuff, and it's going to be animated. So when you see that, you know that's me. But please, once again, teach them kids right. It's just on my heart, man, to say, teach them kids right, man. Because I just hate it that they know more of the songs than they know about the reading, man. It kills me. That's what's killing, and I'm going to say it. It's killing our generation, our black youth. They do not, basically, most of them do not know how to read on this level today. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm just saying the statistics shows it. The teachers show. I'm speaking with the teachers. It shows it. So please just teach them right. Be on them about their reading, because it's not good. That's basically my last thing I got to say on that.
For sure. Protect our future. That's what
Yes.
the man's saying. Protect our future. And I want to thank my man Dre. I'm going to start calling him Dre 305 from now on. Well, thank my man Dre 305 for stopping through, man. I know you're a busy man. You had a lot you could have been doing, but I appreciate you for stopping through, being able to tell everybody about what you got going on, man, and I really appreciate it. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. This has been another sit down with your man 58 South. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.